So Kai Smooth, me, Alexis Hicks.
How you doing? How you doing? You can call me Kyrie. That's my real name, but you know.
Okay, just keep it Alexis, I guess.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction, G.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling Kai earlier about I didn't know it was Ash Day. Do you know it was Ash Day, Alexis?
No.
Okay, so apparently it's supposed to be the first day. It's supposed to be 46 days away from Easter. So it's supposed to be like, huh?
You talking about Lent?
Yeah, the first day of Lent or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's Ash Wednesday, and so there was a couple. I guess you would say customers that came into my job today. The first one, I just seen like some black shit on his forehead. I ain't think nothing of it. I was just like, okay.
Oh, shoot. Was it like a little dot?
No, it was like a cross.
Oh, no.
But it was blurry, so I guess because of the sweat and shit. So it just like I didn't know it was a cross at first. So then I ain't think nothing of it. I was just like, okay, that's some weird white people. Okay, boom. All right, so then fast forward like a few hours later, I'm sitting here ringing some people out, and it's a couple. It's an old couple, and so the old man he kind of looked like he had an upside down cross on his forehead, and I'm like, okay, that's a little weird.
Uh-huh.
And then his wife had a cross on her forehead, but it was a little more even. So I asked her, I was just like, is it some kind of event going on? Like, what's going on? And she was like, yeah, it's Ash Wednesday, it's 40-some days until Easter and all that. She explained it. And I was like, oh, okay. So this dude, he been walking, because I seen him before, and he would walk around the store like he was all swagged out, like he had the cross on his forehead, like he was just killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
But the shit was sweaty, blurry, but it was upside down. And it's like, bruh, like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that was my story. So if y'all didn't know about Ash Day, now you know.
Yeah, first of all, I didn't even know what Ash Day was. When I think of Ash, I'm thinking of if you ain't putting on lotion on after the shower. So that's what I was thinking about. I never heard about no Ash Day.
Like, was it ash, like literal ash on their forehead?
Nah, they had like a marker. It was like a marker. She was like the preacher put like the cross on her forehead and said a little prayer. Like she said, I don't know if he was speaking in tongues. My aunt speaking in tongues, actually. So I don't know if he was speaking. He could have been speaking in tongues on some shit. But my aunt, like, she been speaking in tongues for like the past 5 years. Like, at first I was like, aunt, like chill out. I didn't tell her this, but I'm just like in public.
Oh,
wait.
shit. Oh no.
She would speak in tongues in public, bro?
Like, oh, I'm just like, chill out, okay? Like, I don't know what you're saying, nor does anybody else. Like, relax. But then I was just like, you know what? Let it fly. I don't care. So till this day, she's speaking tongues, and yeah.
To this day, I ain't never experienced someone speaking tongues in my family, bro.
Yeah.
That shit
Honestly,
is scary at first.
Word.
Yeah, she hit me with the anointing oil. Like, she'll put the shit on my forehead. She'll do the cross and all that shit, too. Damn. I'm just like, hey, that shit kind of feel good. Hey, just keep on. She'll say her little prayer. That should go on about 5-10 minutes. I'm just acting like I'm in the spirit, too. Hey, yeah.
Alexis, have you had an experience with someone speaking tongues?
You know what? That's funny you ask, because when I went to this school, y'all know Victory Christian?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. But they got a church, and I went to their church for the first time, and like the whole congregation, like just out of nowhere, started speaking in tongues, y'all.
Oh wow!
I was like, what the fuck?
So
like literally in church, just like that. What the fuck? Oh no!
You had to leave.
I ran out the church because I was like, I don't know what they doing. And that was my first experience with somebody speaking in tongues. It was a congregation of people. They was all black, though, so, I mean, I wasn't too scared. not racist. I'm just saying, but like, I didn't know what that was, and I still don't even get it. Like, all you gotta do is just blurt out stuff. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just saying.
Hey, that remind me of that song "I'm Not Racist" by Joyner Lucas. Y'all heard that?
Oh yeah, that shit goes hard.
I mean, it was a couple of it's like a year ago, something like that.
About a year, yeah, about a year.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of articles out, basically trying to break down what he was saying, and there was a lot of people against what he was saying, and I'm like, yo,
oh, for real?
Yeah, like there's articles out there, like you got to just look it up.
But it made perfect sense, did it not?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but everybody takes it a different way. Some people just try too hard to dig deep and try to find a different meaning. I don't know, man.
Are you talking about white people?
Yeah, them too. Yeah. Even our own kind, to be honest.
It's really sad.
Yeah, that's really sad. It's really sad.
Okay.
Yo, G, what's up with it, man? Let's get this show started, bro.
Yeah, let's get it popping, bro.
Let's get this show started. I'm your boy Kai Smooth. That's Petty G. We are here with a guest, Alexis, and you are now listening to the Burg Bros podcast.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey. You name it. You name it. You name it. You name it.
Now,
yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna let Alexis start us off with a topic if she has one. Do you have one for us?
I was gonna come with my own topic, but after I heard what the topic was gonna be, I was just really interested in you all's perspective on female football. And what was it? And the other one was transgender athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super deep, and I'm gonna just say super complicated. So I'm just trying to go off of whatever y'all about to say, because I want to know transgender athletics though.
So yeah,
go ahead, G. Yes.
Since you put that in the atmosphere, because I was just gonna let ladies go first and shit.
Oh, well, I ain't even. Is that a thing? Transgender athletics?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a couple. So actually, it was a real big thing a year ago. It was two transgender girls, guys that were born males that transgendered into females. They in high school, so that's why I refer to them as girls. They're part of the high school track team in Connecticut. One is let me get the names correct and the high school correct. Hold on, because
you gotta get the facts straight.
Let you fuck the nigga up. Okay, so let me see. All right, so Andrea and wait, hold on. Yeah, Andrea Yearwood. She is currently at Cromwell High School in Connecticut. This is her third year. And Terry Miller, she's at Berkeley High School, also in Connecticut. So last year, but she was she was in Berkeley last year, or her two first years, freshman, sophomore year. Now she's at Bloomfield. So last year was a big deal because they came in first and second in the sprint events, the popular sprint events.
Was they winning boys?
No, that was one of the girls' events, but it was So
Wait.
yeah, so
when did they become girls?
They didn't say when exactly they became girls. I know Andrea, she was saying how like all her life she felt like she was a girl. I don't know when like she made that change, but I know like I know when they did I was watching one interview when they were saying like they was currently taking hormones and stuff because the rules for high school, where there's actually certain states that are really strict on this very thing. Nebraska, North Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, they're real. Either you have to go according to your birth certificate, or you have to have surgery, or you have to have extended hormone therapy, which is pretty much a year. And then the NCAA rule is you have to have 1 year of testosterone suppression. So when they did an interview, they were saying that they both was going through testosterone suppression. So I'm guessing they're getting prepared for college, because Andrea Yearwood, she actually have a few scholarships. The notable ones is Harvard. I know Harvard, UConn, and Penn University. There's no for Terry Miller. There's no information on her scholarship offers, but yeah. They are prepping for college, and so that was the thing. And
wait, let me. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to butt in like that. You got a question?
No. Go ahead.
So okay, let me backtrack. So you're telling me that there's two individuals. They were born male, but they identify as female, and they're competing in female athletics.
Yes, in high school.
High school
track and field.
High school track and field. Yikes. I mean, this is a touchy topic. It's a touchy topic. Yeah, I have an opinion, but I don't want to offend nobody.
And that's where I wanted to ask my first question. Do you think it is fair for athletes to compete as whatever gender they identify as?
Great question.
Like, so do you feel like it's fair?
Who, me?
Yes, Alexis. Do you feel like it's fair?
I'm gonna say no. I'm just say no.
Expound.
Okay, I'm saying no, but I get where they coming from. If you feel like feel like you're a girl your whole life and you want to, to each his own. Y'all do what makes you best. That you live your best life. But you was born a dude. You mean? And if you're doing track and field, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be faster than the girls.
Right.
So I mean, no testosterone. You got testosterone, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and to help your point, the world record for the men's 100 meter, the fastest time is 9:58 by Usain Bolt. The fastest woman time by FloJo, or Florence Griffith Joyner. Her fastest time in the 100 is 10:49. So to put it in perspective, the fastest man and woman in the world is separated by almost a second. So when you correlate that to just regular, high school athletes, yes, there is a disadvantage.
Yo, this is what I feel like, bro. I'm going to agree with Alexis, bro, because just the makeup of a male and the makeup of a female,
right?
It's like, it's kind of cheating in a sense, because you were born male and now you're competing in female athletics. It's not going to be in the same playing field. Men are just naturally stronger. I'm not saying all men are stronger than all women. I'm just saying men as a whole are stronger than women as a whole. So in that case, I say that's kind of cheating. Like they can be whoever they want to be, but they should compete in male athletics still.
So my next question is, do you feel like if either one of them was to break the women's record in any event, do you feel like it would be legit?
No.
No. No.
I don't want to even say you cheating, but cut out the gray area. Black and white, you cheating.
Right.
You for real dude, but you just want to identify with what you prefer to be or what you feel like you are on the inside. I could go out there on the track field and be like, I want to be a boy and run with the guys.
Exactly.
So then what would be the alternative?
Don't compete. Only compete in your sex that's on the birth certificate. Only compete in male or female, whatever sex that is on your certificate. Just compete in that.
That's easy to say, but what if their whole life identified as a woman or a girl?
Bro,
then how do you then put them, like, where do you categorize them? Like I watched on ESPN where Marcellus Wiley and a couple other guys, they did make a great point as far as like have their own like category, have their own competition. But I mean, we in this we in this age where it's easy to build, especially the LGBT community. It's easy to you get like a hate propaganda and shit and all that. So it's like I feel like even if you do that, I feel like there's still going to be some kind of backlash. So I mean, track and field is such an objective sport because it's like either you're fast or you're not, either you can throw or you can't, either you can jump or you can't. So this is the perfect sport to have this conversation. Problem is the solution.
I feel like if that is the way of life that you chose to, you're a boy, but you're choosing to be a female. That makes you feel better about yourself or whatnot. And that's all well and good, but to be honest, it is cheating going up against a honest female. No, not like that. It's cheating going up against a female that was born a female, and you was born a male. You still got male everything, male DNA. Is that right? DNA.
Yeah.
Okay. You still got all that male stuff. That just comes with the lifestyle you chose. You can't be in no female sports. So I say, but I feel like it's wrong for you to be in female sports, and especially if you winning all the time. Like, come on, you winning all the time, duh.
Yeah, big facts.
Because you a little boy.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing though. It's like I can kind of sympathize where they're coming from because I can see where like if your whole life you identify as a girl, but you're really in a boy body. I can sympathize with you, and I don't want to make it as I don't want to say as a heterosexual male, okay, because I see myself my whole life as this, you need to see yourself as that. So I don't want to go that route. I can see where they coming from, and it's like I don't want to make it so black and white where it's like, okay, you're cheating, because they don't see it like that. They don't, because 90% of the U.S. especially don't look at track as like a prominent sport. Don't look at it, they do, like some people even look at it as punishment in some sorts. Like usually they're training, they do track just to train for another sport, or they just do track just to please their parents. So when it comes to track and field, you have two transgender individuals that just doing it just to compete, and they just so happen to identify as this group, and they just so happen to be beating that group. They just like, oh, so not only do they fit in with that group already in their mind, now they're actually doing good, like on paper, against the group they identify with. Like that's like a double killing two birds with one stone, in a sense, when it comes to confidence. So it's like how it's like on one end, you don't want to strip that from them, but on the other end, if you have a daughter who is competing alongside with these transgenders, you want your daughter to have a fair advantage, but you know that there's a possibility of your daughter at the very best coming in third.
So let me ask you a question, G. Where do you stand in this case, bro?
I feel like and that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they shouldn't compete in the state meet along with the other girls, like, cause like I said, like I compete in the track and field. And in high school, even getting a bronze or a brass, which is fourth place, like that meant something. Cause I was on a relay team and got a medal. That meant something just on a relay team.
Bro.
Alone, if you had a medal by yourself, that definitely means something.
If I ever got a brass medal, I'm throwing that shit away.
I mean,
that's not really kind of right.
I feel you on the jokes and stuff. I feel you on the jokes. Get your jokes out. But but the feeling of like feeling, like special. You get a medal. Like, even if it's not even a state meet, even if it's just an invitational, like, you feel special by getting a medal. And if you see your daughter at the very best of her conditioning, get third place because she's going up against two born males who which is equivalent to two females taking steroids. It's like I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. You know, so that's my stance on it. I just see it as if my daughter was competing.
Yeah, like just make it simple because like it. Now you got to have a whole new testing system. All right, now did you take your hormone pill? Like, yo, it's too many questions. It's either you a male or you a female. Let me look at your birth certificate. All right, boom, go on that side. You go on that side. It should be simple, just like that.
And saying that's the thing. Like they made this a rule way back in 2004, but it's because now you have two transgenders or even one transgender making it, putting it like actually in use. Now it's becoming a real thing. Like this, like I said, this is their junior year. It's not even their senior year, and they're already running like due times. Like one of the Terry Miller, and she's actually running better times than Andrea Yearwood, who notably has scholarships to Harvard, UConn, Penn. Like she's run this year, like this indoor season, she's running better times. She's running due times indoor in the 60 meters. Like she's running 6'9". Like mind you, the world record in the 60 meters is 6'3". Terry Miller is running a 6'9" in the 60 meters.
Wow.
The woman's indoor 60 meter time is like, for the record, is probably like a 7 flat maybe, or a 6'9", somewhere around there. That's a grown ass woman running that, like a professional, and she's doing that in high school. You know, that just puts it in perspective.
Yeah, that's very true, man. That's very true. So, I guess we can all agree that just compete in the section you were born in. I mean, for lack of better terms, I didn't word that properly. But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They need to create a better system. I don't know what the system would be.
That's simple, bro.
North Carolina,
well, they aren't even really accepted all the way yet into society. People still shun that, so it's not really a category for them. They still fighting for rights, fighting to be accepted. All kinds of stuff. So they wouldn't have no category anyways. They just trying to fit in, blend in.
Yeah, that's very true.
And that's why I say, because even with that's why the All-Star, NBA All-Star, that's why it was taken away from us last year because of the whole transgender bathroom situation. Because we didn't have a specific bathroom for transgenders or whatever. We had our specific rule, either you're male or female. That's why they took the All-Star game away from us in North Carolina, but I don't know what happened. We still have the same rules, but we had the All-Star game this year or whatever. But it is what it is. I feel like that's the reason why they about to take away CIAA and move it to Maryland because of the whole rules.
Ew.
But yeah,
it's not going to prosper.
And they said that it's because it's safer, and we all know. Exactly. We all fucking know that Maryland is not safer than Charlotte, gentrified Charlotte, North Carolina. It's not safer, but that's their claim.
Okay.
Because of the whole young Dolph shooting situation, I feel like. Because I'm with you.
Wait, that happened in Charlotte?
Yeah, that happened in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah. Yo, why?
CIAA weekend.
Why all this time I'm thinking that happened in ATL, man?
I'm good with you.
Happened in Charlotte.
Damn. I mean, nobody knows what to do, man. Everybody's just trying to figure it out. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah, we can all agree on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another option. Maybe they should make the events, a male events, female events, and transgender events.
But that's what I was saying. Like, it'll be a whole uproar. Like, oh, you isolating transgenders. They identify themselves as male or female. Why you
See, that's why it's so hard for them to be accepted.
Yeah, man.
They so no disrespect, y'all, but they so emotional.
Yeah.
Y'all more female than the females, or more male than the males. Like,
and that's the LGBT community.
I don't mean no shit. LGBTQT, is that right?
Yeah, LGBT, I believe. I think so.
No, it's a Q in there now.
Oh yeah, the Q. Yeah, the queer. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that meant questioning.
Nah, it's queer. It's queer.
I've never met anyone who said, "Yeah, I'm queer." I've never met anyone that said that.
You know what's crazy
I heard on
is?
TV.
You know what's crazy is? It don't stop at queer. Like, there's so many names out there now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Different.
Are y'all sure it's not questioning? I thought queer meant gay.
No,
yeah.
I mean, queer meant, but it's a whole nother meaning now. It's something different now.
Yeah.
See, that shit is just way too damn deep.
Yeah.
Who do you like?
And see, that's the thing. Like, some people like objects. Like, some people like
I believe that is complete bullshit. Nobody likes objects, bro. Maybe they have a favorite object, a teddy bear or a statue that they praise. I don't know, but nobody is attracted to an object, bro. In my opinion.
Are we serious right now?
No, we dead ass.
What is that called?
I have no idea.
No, I'm dead ass. Like, there's an illness where people are like they love animals, like they do the bestiality shit, or they love objects. Like, some people like eat certain shit, like just eat rocks or just eat like certain shit, like eat plastic or some shit. Like, there's weirdos out there. There's weirdos out there.
What's that TV show called where they do that?
Porn.
Y'all know that
Whoa there. What kind of porn you watching, my guy?
Hey, look, that ain't on my
I think that is the end of our friendship, sir.
hey, look, hey, that ain't on my search list, my brother. We talked about my top 3 last week, nigga.
Somebody go check that man's history, man.
Y'all, we talked about my porn top list last week.
Yeah,
that ain't on my list.
Right. Eating rocks. That is something that I've never heard of.
Yeah, that's not even doable.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
like
to somebody that's on meth, but
that's like the mal version of whatever the fuck that is. Like, that's like super mal. People be eating weird shit. Okay.
I can't deal, man. I just can't, bro. Nah, but this whole situation, bro, it got me thinking about, an athletic individual. She's making headlines. I'm not sure if you guys heard about her. Her name is Tony Harris. Her full name is Antoinette, but her name is Tony Harris, and she recently received a scholarship to play, full pads, college football. And I'm like, wow.
Speak to me.
She a big girl?
No, she's actually not a big girl. She actually plays safety.
She's actually like she's very, like, if you see her like in like going out clothes, she's actually very attractive.
Yeah, I must say she is. I must say.
All right.
I had to check her out on Instagram.
She's 5'7".
I'm about to do it right now.
Yeah,
go very attractive.
Yeah, go check her out, man. I gotta check her highlights out. I never seen her highlights.
I've seen her highlights, bro. I've seen her highlights.
So she better than me.
She was running back and safety. She
Damn.
was stiff arming niggas. She was trucking niggas. I ain't gonna lie. She put in work.
So
but
you
the thing is, then I mean, I don't know if you seen any stats. I didn't see any stats when I looked it up.
Right.
What's her name? Tony Harris?
Yeah, Toni Toni.
Oh, okay.
Or Antoinette.
Yeah.
Antoinette is her full name.
Mm-hmm.
But Tony Harris. Yes, and that dress. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I think I might have seen that. So.
Look! Oh my God.
So you've been snooping a little bit, G.
You go, girl. She is pretty.
I look. Her calves might be bigger than mine, bro. But goddamn.
Am I looking at the right person? She brown skin?
Yeah, brown
she's
skin, brown skin.
brown skin.
She does not look like no damn football player.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Exactly. She's 5'6",
Girl, you better represent.
160 pounds of beauty.
So here's
All right, G.
here's my my take on.
It's not your beauty, it's your booty.
All right.
Alright.
Yo, that come from Boondocks, right?
No, nigga, that came from
Damn.
Friday.
Damn, Kai, come on, Kai. I lost
Yeah,
my
you-
black
you
card just
slipping.
now.
I can't believe this is this child.
I literally just lost my black card just now, bro.
Yeah, you did get that result.
Nah, let me get that back though. Yeah. So when I heard this situation, right? First I was like, yeah, that's dope. Then I was like, hold on. She not gonna last. Yo, although she did get her scholarship, yo, I don't believe in. You know, this goes back to the whole track.
NFL. She's trying to go to the NFL, bro.
Bro, I just don't believe in it because, like, I support her, but I just don't think it should be a thing for females to have competitive, you know, sports with males. I just don't think it should be a thing.
How you feel about that, Alexis?
Honestly, I think she could get hurt. So, I mean, why don't just make your own category? You know how many? I know a lot of girls that want to play football.
There is different leagues for women, like the lingerie shit, and then there's a actual football.
I'm sorry, did you
league.
just sexualize it, or is that really what it's called?
No, it's an actual lingerie football.
You played football in your lingerie?
Yeah, you can look it up right now. Lingerie football. That was a thing. That was on TV. That was before that's on TV. I seen that shit with my dad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I seen that too.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's a nasty nigga on the low. My dad's a nasty.
I mean,
It
we're
sound
men.
like you is too. If your top 3 history is what is it? Anime?
Yeah,
porn?
eating
It
rocks.
was.
He passed that down to me. I'm a nasty nigga.
That is crazy. I mean, all men are nasty in nature, man. That's just how we are.
Okay. All right.
My dad is a nasty nigga. Goddamn.
Yo, I don't want to. Yo, what in the world, bro? I don't want to know if my pops is or not, bro. I just want to. Hey, how you doing, pops?
I just know you just know how when you know how you just feel like genetically you just a certain way. You just know you're nasty. You just know you're nasty. I just know I'm nasty.
Nah, I feel you on that, bro. Like, you see how you acting, you be like, yo, he probably back in the day was a nasty.
Yeah, I know I'm nasty, bro. He's straight now, bro. But he's straight now.
Wait, did you just say he's straight now?
No,
That is
not in that
crazy,
sense. I'm saying he's married to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been with my mom for 20 years. All that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he was gay. Like, he's straight. I'm saying he's straight now as far as
Listen, bro.
on some nasty shit.
I understand, man. You ain't gotta explain yourself.
No, don't do that.
Look, son,
God damn.
you could be who you are in this
damn.
world. I accept all, man.
God
you know what I'm saying?
man. That shit crazy, man.
Might have passed that down
Where
to
you
you.
at?
I mean,
Where you at, Alexis?
Yeah, I'm still here just listening to y'all nasty niggas.
That's crazy.
I'm innocent, man. That's G over there.
I don't
that's
want
really
to
the card
college
you
with this
want,
nigga.
You said what, G?
What you say?
I said, that's really the card we pulling. Talking about I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's the card we
I
put.
went to college with this nigga. Nah, he
nasty.
And that means nothing.
He a nasty. Nah, you a
That
nasty.
means nothing.
You
Man.
a nasty nigga too. Relax.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being nasty, man. We human. Humans
Alright,
nasty.
There you go. Bottom line, boom.
Boom.
And
Women.
if you ain't living. I don't know what you doing.
Exactly. Preach. Please preach.
Just saying.
Preach to the choir, please.
You ain't gotta hide. Everybody out here, well, not everybody, because some people real lives just not living. I don't know how they do that shit.
Nah, I don't know what it is, but like when I see Instagram models or, you know, women on there, you know, half naked pictures, all right, yeah, I'm attracted. but I don't necessarily look at them as like, I'm gonna bag her. I want to smash, but I'm not gonna bag you because I don't want the woman that I'm bagging showing that to everybody. Like everybody got a piece of that.
How you feel about that, Alexis? How you feel about that?
You said everybody got a piece of that. How? Just because they saw?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I say it's within the context that they do it. Because some girls just be, for real life, be wanting attention, wanting niggas to be in their inbox, and some women are putting up pictures of women empowerment or like people, people that do yoga. Everybody don't be wearing clothes when they do yoga.
Okay.
Or wearing leggings.
Very true.
But, I mean, shoot, let me see, what can I say? If you got it, flaunt it. But we're not talking about it in no trashy way or in no slutty way. If you're doing it trashy and slutty, then clearly you're trying to attract a different type of audience. But if your girl is posting pictures, she's let's say she's doing yoga and but she really don't have on that much clothes. I'm pretty sure the focus is not of her not having on clothes. It's the focus of one, attracting people to her yoga videos. People are asking her about how did she do that, how long it take, and then of course you got the little creep squad niggas in there like, oh my god, whatever. But I mean that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. But you as a man, you have to know who your lady is.
Nah, that's very true.
If you're dating an ain't shit ass lady, then you know damn well she ain't putting up them yoga videos just to be in it,
Very true.
She could put some clothes on if you feel like she's doing some underhanded shit.
Yeah, it's all about the context. That is very true. It's all about the context.
Exactly. This nigga keep commenting on my Facebook Avi, bro.
All right, so look. Let me explain something here. Let me clear the air. Now, when we do the podcast, niggas have to call on the Facebook Messenger. Every time I go to my Facebook Messenger, I don't want to see that profile pic. I don't want to see another male with his shirt off in the profile pic. Everybody knows it's a thirst trap, boy. I don't want to see that. I mean, is it?
I'm asking, is it?
In my opinion, it's for the ladies. I know what it's for. I'm a man. I know what I do. I take certain pictures for the ladies. I know. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell what it's for. I just don't want to see that every time a message is sent to my phone or not.
I guess I can understand where you're coming from.
Where you come from with it next?
Huh?
What's your stance on it?
I mean, it's just a text. I mean, like you got your Johnson out of anything.
Facts.
All right, so there's levels, right? That's the same.
I mean, what if he wasn't fit?
I mean, that's a bold man, and I respect it, but it's still a thirst trap because women out here, they like chubby niggas as well. So hey.
Yeah, they do.
Man, but hey, look.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Just like I don't see nothing wrong with half naked women on social media, but to me, I only like it if it's within the right context. All that other thirsty, nasty shit be sloppy.
Right.
And that's messed up. Talking about you would hit it, but you wouldn't bag it.
How is that messed up? I must ask you that.
Why would you hit it? I mean, if you wouldn't bag it, you shouldn't hit it. Because like on a spiritual level, you dealing with a whole nother game.
So,
God damn.
Yo, this is why I love questions. I love these questions. All right, so look, I'm gonna answer that question, right? Now,
and be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As a man, and as a woman, there's certain bodies that you would like to smash, but not necessarily be with, because this person may not check all the boxes of what you need in a relationship. Mm-hmm. But they do check that box. Oh, damn. They attractive. So since they check that box, we're human. We're sexual creatures, right?
Correct.
Of course, we're going to be attracted and want to smash. But at the end of the day, there's certain boxes that's not checked for a relationship. Everybody has their opinion Like my woman, I don't want my woman always having thirst traps as her posts. That's just me. Every man is different. So that box is not checked for me as far as a relationship, but the attraction box is definitely checked.
Mm-hmm.
That's my little spiel.
Okay. So, you need to add like a new box on there.
What's that box?
I don't know, like where her brain at.
Oh, I mean, of course. There's many boxes. I didn't list them all, but there's many boxes, you know. So.
And shut up, Gene. Porno. I know you talking. You ain't all that. What's it? Washed up either.
Yeah, I'm a nasty nigga, so we already I'm nasty. Let's not talk about that.
But nah, I totally get where you coming from, Kyle.
Yeah, that's all it is, man.
But you do have to be careful of that stuff that you dip into. You be done left with something.
Oh, very true.
STDs or no.
Oh yeah,
very true.
You gotta strap up. Yeah, you gotta strap up.
Very true. I've been.
Y'all still missing. You talking about strap up? You can't strap up from spirituality.
Oh shit.
Yo, she has a strong point there.
Yo, Lex. Inform all the niggas in the universe about spirituality and how we should check for spirituality. Okay.
Okay, how you should check for spirituality? Like, check in with yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say check in with yourself first, like, want to know more about who you are, where you come from, or how you resonate, like, with God or whatever. I'm not really big on religion, but I am a spiritual person. So when I say check in with you first, if you don't know who you are, of course you're going to dip into any and everything, and you're just going to keep accumulating more and more energies that you don't even know about. Like, you could just finish dipping into something good. Like, she had that whatever y'all want to say, right? It was great, but you leave, and when you get home, you just feel like complete shit. Like, you don't even know why you feel like shit. You just get in a bad mood. So you just say, I used to smoke, so say you just roll up one and try and smoke it away, but you're still in a nasty ass mood. And you don't feel better until you take a shower or something. Now, in my opinion, mentally, when you take a shower, you washing off of vibes that you just went through and attracted throughout the day. But I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
Wait, so you saying if you don't take a shower, that means that you good? Like you're not trying to wash off any bad vibe? Like, what you saying with that part?
Well, one, you should definitely take a shower after dipping into something.
Okay, facts.
True, but if you don't, of course you're gonna be still. You still got that girl essence on you. So if her essence is still on you, you definitely still have her vibes on you as well. Like, what if she had a lot of people in her before you?
Okay.
But what if she had, and just let's be for real, what if she had another nigga before you that same day?
Very possible.
Very possible. Like, you got her essence and that nigga essence on you. That's two people.
Damn.
And what if he just dipped into somebody before he dipped into her?
Damn. It goes way back than you think it does.
Yeah, that's why you have to protect your energy, your aura, your vibe, your everything, and it starts with checking in with yourself first. Like, what do you care about? What do you value? Who is God to you? Or, whatever. I ain't trying to go too deep into it, but you gotta protect yourself and your area down there too. It's more than just strapping up with a condom.
Wow, that's very true. I used to, back in my college days, I didn't really. We were some thoughts in college. Let me just put it out there like that.
And that's totally fine. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, and I had to figure it out too. But like, what I want to say is that I didn't respect my body enough to refrain from the sex. I was always wanting it, and I was always, let me see if I can get. I didn't respect my body, and after I graduated, I started respecting my body more. Because of that whole vibe shit, because of that whole essence what you was talking about, I just started feeling it, but you had to say it. I didn't know how to articulate it. You know what I'm saying? When I heard that, I was like, yeah, that's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
So you don't just strap up, y'all's area. You gotta strap up mentally too.
Very true.
No, that's hey.
Very true.
That's a title right there. That's a bar.
Yo, I'm gonna need you to write that down in your notes, and that's one of your quotes. I'm gonna write that in my poems one day, man.
Word, okay.
For real. I love quotes.
Tell me why my mom just sent me something about donuts. Like what? What are you talking about? Donuts. What is she talking about?
It better not be from Dunkin' Donuts.
Probably.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
Hell nah. The only thing that's good over there is them little the ball. What is it? The bites. The donut bites.
Oh, you talking about the donut holes?
I don't think that's what it's. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Nah, you lying, bro.
No, that's what it's called.
Oh,
donut
damn.
holes.
I ain't never heard. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the donut balls, the balls that have the icing.
I'm through
It's
with
just donut hole because it's like you poke the donut. Why is that circle in the middle? That's the donut hole, and that's the ball. Yes.
This is crazy. How you go from donuts to sex ed? That's amazing, bro.
Hello.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
I feel that, man. I like how you did that, though.
It's from IHOP, bro. It's from IHOP.
But what she say about the donuts, though?
That's what I'm saying. It's from IHOP, nigga. Damn.
Shucks, man.
Not my sex ed, nigga. It's from the... God damn it. Fuck you. God damn it.
Nah, man. We need another topic, bro. What's up with it?
Yo, it's on Alexis now.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it? Dang. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
it is. It's around the table.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, since I started a little bit about the spirituality thing, what do y'all know about spirituality? Like, are y'all into it, or do y'all know of it? Are y'all of it? Like, what's up?
I'm spiritual. I don't conform to any religion. I would say I'm spiritual. I just vibe.
Okay.
For your boy Smooth, I I'm the same way. I don't conform to any religion. I'm very spiritual. Like I'm very big on people's vibes and people's energies, because that can determine a whole lot in life. Your energy can determine a whole lot in life, and it can get you far in life. So however your energy is, it can either you can either go far with it, or you can crash with that energy, like bad energy. Like if you have a bad mentality or bad energy, or you all about trying to get somebody back, or whatever negative. Like your bad vibes can like make you crash. Good vibes can make you go far. So I'm very big on energy.
So,
okay, so how do y'all use spirituality like in y'all everyday lives?
Okay, so with me, I like to, like, my energy, like me personally, I thrive off of other people's energy, and it's a good and bad thing, because if somebody give me like a wishy-washy like energy, like sometimes they cool and want to talk to you, but then other times they're angry and want to spaz. Like, I'm oftentimes going to just keep it either neutral or like negative. Like, I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm preparing for the worst with this person. But if there's a person that's always bubbly, always nice and all that shit, like, I'm oftentimes going to be in that positive mood with them. So it really, my energy is based off of that individuals, and that's how I go about it. And it can't really work in the corporate world, which is why I'm not really trying to be in the corporate world, because you have to be so fucking fake 24/7. You know,
True.
I can't do that, because my facial expressions. Oh my God!
That's where I lose it. I'll tell you, that's where I lose it.
Yeah,
I don't say it, but my face damn sure did.
True
yeah,
shit.
it's the worst. It's the worst. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, with me, what I try to do is I try to not allow someone take me out of my element. I practice that day by day, and the more I practice it, the more better I get at it. and also what I do, I listen to a lot of people. I listen to a lot of basically psychologists and comedians, because comedians are psychologists, but that's another topic, you know what I mean? But
comedians be speaking some real stuff too.
Exactly. This is why I love comedians, man. People be sleep on them. They think they just up there just trying to tell a joke. But that's not all they do. They
you gotta read
psychologists.
in between the lines on that.
Exactly. They speak that real shit. But other than that, I try to do a lot of mental practices, and I try to be the most objective person. Like, I don't want to be that guy who has an opinion and not have too many facts on it, or try to tell somebody what they should do or how they should act. I'm just trying to be the most objective person.
True. Okay. So for me, in my everyday life, like I wake up and I like go ahead and pronounce that I'm gonna have a good day. You know, I thank, you know, whoever or whatever, you know, for waking me up, and that today is gonna be a great day. Like, go ahead and speaking it to existence. And when stuff does like come up, I feel like it's just, you know, let's see how much you fuck with me for real. Like, just coming from a God perspective, like, or just to challenge me as a person, like, cause I work downtown in the jail, and I be with inmates all the time. So they don't really do anything. Let me see. They nasty.
Okay.
I just say that. And so they be tested.
Tell the story you told me. Tell the story you told me.
What story did I tell you? It's okay. I just tell a story.
The beat off.
So I'm in the pod. You know, doing my regular work or whatever, and then we have to do tours and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, of course, to make sure that the inmates are safe and nobody's trying to hurt themselves or whatever. Okay, so I'm going around doing my tour, and this is the one I'm gonna tell y'all about. Everybody want to do cleanup because they don't want to be in their cell all day. They want to be out and about cleaning the pod. So I had one set of people that clean the pod in the morning time, and I picked a different set for the evening time. That pissed everybody off, but it definitely pissed off this one inmate. He was like, you know, Hicks, I thought we was better than that. I thought you fuck with me. And he talking about how he keep the pod off me and everything. Meanwhile, I'm totally fine. But I was like, you really mad at me? He was like, man, I don't fuck with you no more. I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, shit. Because whatever. But, you know, you can't show that, whatever. So I go around and do my tour. This was like probably a couple hours later. I walk up on him. I got to give him his mail. And now how this works is he had legal mail, so I had to open it up in front of him. Y'all, I walked up on him, and as soon as I walked up on him, he was jackrabbiting. I said it like that.
Damn.
And as soon as I walked up on him and I knocked on the door, I had to look in there because he had the lights off. When I looked in there, as soon as I looked in there, he was finishing.
Damn.
I was like, oh my God, bro, I gotta give you this mail. Clean that up.
Yo, he tried to finish right when you came to his
Yes. But this the thing though, a lot of the inmates they've been in there for a long time, so doing that shit in secret don't really get them off. It really gets them off when you see that shit, when the officers see it. They like it like that, right? So I'm like, bro, clean that shit. Can you imagine how nasty the inside of the cell is?
Nah, I can't. I cannot imagine.
Don't.
Yo, this man timed it perfectly.
He did, but guess what he said to me?
What he say?
That's our makeup sex.
Whoa!
That's ridiculous. That's nuts.
He had a connection with you without even having a connection with you.
Right.
That's nuts. Jesus Christ.
Yo, we joke about this man, but I don't know how I would be in that cell.
Right, that you really have to put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah,
People have been
to.
in there for years and ain't seen, especially if you get ugly female officers. When you see a pretty one, and you probably do the same thing. I don't know if you go to that extent, but you do it too.
Ah, man, I can't even imagine what I would do.
Don't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna put that in my head.
There you go. Cool. But that was just something that happened to me, and it's just really important how I'm around all those type of, different type of people, murderers, killers, rapists, pedophiles, and stuff. Like when I come home, you have I sage and take baths, and I take cleansing baths and stuff like that. Like I gotta rejuvenate and get all that old nasty shit off of me that probably like latched onto my aura, my body, or whatever, my vibe, because man,
I feel that though.
Y'all know we don't have any mental health institutions here.
Zero?
No, we don't have, like, not where they house them at and stuff like that. Like really take care of them.
Wow, I did not know that.
They send them to jail.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's the system. It's the system.
That's exactly what it is. That's really unfortunate, because it's people that really need help and they're not getting it, and it costs money to be seen by the doctor or nurse every time you go to see them. There's people in there that ain't got no money, or they're legit like crazy. Or no, excuse me, they legit have a sickness or illness. Excuse me.
Nah, that's very true. Like a lot of the inmates. That's actually what y'all know that show Atlanta, Childish Gambino show.
Yeah.
There was an episode where, he just expounded on the whole jail thing. Like there was people in there that were mentally like ill, and they showed a scene where a guy was like, you can clearly see he was mentally ill, but he was in the jail. And he was trying to say, like, yo, we got people that's in the jail that's mentally ill. They're not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be a mental institute.
Was that first season?
I think that was the first season, yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. They ain't put the second season on Hulu yet.
Nah, that show is very great. Very great.
It's a great show. Great show.
Smart man.
Very, 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 very smart.
Nah, but that's interesting, though. That must be a tough job. Like,
it is tough, and you have to for real know how to talk to people, how to relate to folks, because there's a lot of officers in there that act. You know how people with authority and they take their shit the wrong way to the head and stuff.
mm-hmm.
They're the ones that get their ass beat by inmates.
Wow.
Or the ones that have a hard time controlling they pod. You have to, for real. I'm not saying put yourself in their shoes, because I'm not going to do none of the shit that, I ain't going to say none of it, but I'm not going to do the shit that they did to get in jail.
Right.
It's a lot of shit that I don't agree with at all, so I try not to know why they in there. But you still have to treat people like they're people.
How you want to be treated. How you want to be treated.
Not even how I want to be treated. Just treat them like people.
Very true. Very true.
They're already in jail. Like, what am I? I'm not trying to crack a whip on nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, they already in jail.
I gotta be in here just as long as you gotta be. Well, I lied. I gotta be in here for 12 hours. My 12 hours about to be smooth as hell, dog. I'm not about to fight with you. I'm not about to put up with nobody in here fighting. We all about to be in here chilling. Y'all gonna have a good day. If I got an extra tray, somebody gonna get it. If y'all can be out as long as possible, I want y'all to be out without, because when you confined to one small ass area for a long time, you go crazy.
Right.
And it's only so much stuff that they can have.
Yeah,
I guess contraband.
Yeah.
So you just have to understand what's going on.
I guess I say you want to be treated, because when I was coaching the little middle school track team a couple years ago, it's like you had like the old farts who was the head coach or the assistant coach that I've been there for a while. So I'm the new guy and the college guy that's the fresh one. I'm there. I'm the the intern. Ain't getting paid shit, and but I can relate to the kids because they kind of speak in the same language, because we all in the same sphere. But then at the same time, I can kind of understand where the adults coming from. So I'm in that middle ground. So the adults, obviously, they're not really seeing where the middle schoolers come from, because they look at them as just little kids. Like, they just see them as little kids. I see them as just growing adults. They're about to cross over. They're about to go to high school. They're about to start, if they haven't already experienced, sex and all that, they're about to experience it. So, and just shit like that. So I can relate I can relate to both sides. So I could talk to them on some, talking about, 21 Savage or, Big Sean or something. I can talk to them on that end, but then I can also be like the authoritative figure and be like, okay, now they respect me enough. Okay, I can relate to them. So now, when he says something, okay, let's just do what he say. He can't be, trying to steer us in the wrong way because we relate to him. So I guess I just look at it from that standpoint is when you treat people how you want to be treated, like you're not talking down to them, because that's how the head coaches and the older people was talking to him, like just down to him. And I was just talking to him like, okay, we're on the same field. Let's just do this. This gonna get you better. And that's what kind of pushed them to want to do better. Because of course you have your stragglers who want to make a scene and shit like that, but overall they get where you coming from because they can relate to you. So that I guess that's how I was looking at it from that angle.
Yeah, that does help to have somebody that they can talk to, rather than being scolded at. So yeah,
right.
that definitely does help. Like, you miss them kids, bro?
Yeah, I definitely do. I wish I would have. Well, I did get one of their numbers, but it was a female, and I didn't want to go that route. I wanted, yeah, but the guy, he was really cool. He, it's like he could get all the girls, but at the same time, he would like listen to me. Like he got what I was saying, and he respected me because, like I said, I was on. Like I looked at him as an equal, and I could talk to him on that level, and he respected it. He, like, whatever event I put him at, he was willing to do because he respected me that much that he was just, and he was just an athlete, Mm-hmm. So like I wish I would have kept up with him, but he probably doing great things right now. Hopefully he in Durham. So hopefully he doing great things. Hopefully his life ain't steered the wrong way because of his environment. But there's a lot of great kids out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's a good role, a mentor role. It's a great role.
Yeah. Got niggas about to go in tears right now. Goddamn.
Damn, man. I'm about to break out the violin, man.
Yeah. I really do miss some kids. I wish I didn't have the fallout that I did with one of the parents, but it is what
Explain
it is.
that fallout, G.
So yeah, okay. So this is my second year. So when I came back, the kids, of course, was excited. Oh yes, he's back. And I'm excited to be back. Like I'm again, like this time around, they was saying like how I could get paid and shit, for doing it. But at the end of the day, I didn't care because like I'm here for the kids, and that was just a bonus to me. Like, okay, I can get paid for doing something I want to do. Right. And don't get me wrong, like I was, sometimes it kind of it'll wear down on me because I got all the other shit. This is my last semester, so I got my internship. I got graduation to worry about. I got all this other shit to deal with. So, I'm worn down, but at the same time, those kids did make me happy on the aspect that, I could relate to them, like I said, and I seen them as friends, within that sphere. Like outside of that, no, but within that sphere, I could relate to them. I could talk to them, all that shit. So yeah, so it was great. It was huggy dory, all that shit. So it came down to I think it was like after the first meet, it was one of the practices, and it was just one of those regular track practices. You have all the kids running certain distances and whatever. So apparently one of the kids that's not the most athletic, he's just out there because his mom made him be out there. He was kind of, I guess he was like limping or whatever. But a lot of kids at that point, it was like I think I had them doing 400 meters or something. Like starting out 400 meters, which is regular from what I was accustomed to in high school, even though they're middle schoolers. But I didn't even have them going hard. Like you could have literally jogged that 400 meters and been good. I would be like, okay, you did it. Like as long as they didn't walk, you was good. So apparently he was limping, but to me, the way he normally run, he looks like he's limping. So I'm not thinking much of it. So apparently his mom caught wind of this because she was out there, you know, in the stands watching, and then she had a whole bitch fit about it. Oh, you had my kid, see my kid limping, la 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 la. Mind you, there's other parents out there too watching. Mind you, there's other parents out there watching. So she had a whole bitch fit, and then she went as far as to say, you know, I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna get the you know, athletic director, the release, all that shit. So when she went that route, a nigga just, I spazzed. I was cool before she got to that point. When she got law enforcement, when she got 12 and that shit, the nigga came out. I was like, bitch, fuck you and your limping ass kid. And I cussed her ass out in front of fucking kids. And I hate that I did that, but like I spazzed.
So you went from that black guy to that nigga.
Right. Yeah, I had a nigga moment.
One of them nigga moments.
And then that's from then on. There was like the athletic director, like, yeah, since you cussed or whatever, we can't, you know, just not come back for a little bit, and then we can get you on. I won't. Like I said, like the other parents who was out there, they understood where I was coming from. They seen what I was doing with the kids. They seen that I was handling it like I was monitoring it appropriately. Like I wasn't just having them doing some bullshit. Like I was handling it appropriately. It's just her. She just seen her kid, and that's all she cared about. Which I get, but it's like, you don't spaz on me, you know.
Yeah.
And she just came to the wrong one on the wrong day, and I just had it, and I spazzed back, and you know that was my exit from the middle school team officially. But you know, like I said, I wish I would have conducted myself more appropriately, because I felt like I did leave a lot of those kids, like a lot of the kids that was counting on me. I feel like I just left them, you know, to be, and I just quit on them essentially. And I just hate that.
Word, man.
Yeah. So
I'm about to break out the violin again, man. You about to have me break out the violin again, man. This is.
Yeah, I just hate that it came to that point, man. Because, you know, like I said, I love those kids, and I love doing it. I mean, that second year was a little more stressful, but I still love being out there and seeing them improve, and, you know, and them making something of their lives instead of, you know, doing that against, you know, once again, you know what I'm saying? It's like that was their way of getting away from older people, you know, talking down to them. That was their period where they could talk to adult, and they, you know, adult actually talk to them like they're future adults, and that was their actual moment. And then because I had my immature moment, that wasn't allowed that anymore, you know, and I just hate that.
Word, man. You'll work through it though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I just like for those, like in that environment, you know Durham.
Yeah.
Durham is not like the best place to raise a kid, and like that would, like, I feel like I was the relief for those kids in that environment. I was the relief, and for me to do some stupid shit like that and then just let them down, I feel like it was, I couldn't help them because like the kid I was talking about, that was his last year in middle school, so he was about to prepare for the high school. I couldn't help him better get prepared for high school, because it was like in fucking March, early April. So when I got kicked off, basically, I couldn't help him make that transition to high school, like, you know, like any other person could.
Right. I feel that, man.
I hate that.
Yeah, the big responsibility. I feel what you're saying. Yeah, that got to be tough, man. Coaching, that has to be tough. You got to deal with parents and the people you're coaching.
And that's tough. The thing. That was the hardest part. That's the hardest part about coaching. That's the hardest part about coaching kids, is dealing with the parents.
Yeah.
Because if you're dealing with kids who actually give a fuck, it's not hard. But when you're dealing with parents that give a fuck, that's hard.
Yeah, because they expect you to do right.
Right.
Yeah, and they expect you to do exactly as they say.
True, very true.
So,
very true.
I feel it.
Like, what's that man's name? LeVar Ball?
Yeah, I mean, that was, yeah. I mean, but at least his dad was actually a coach, AAU coach, so he could contribute. A lot of these parents, they don't want to be coaches, but they don't even actually take that step to want to deal with other kids. They just want to solely deal with their kids.
Nah, but like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, at least LeVar Ball, he deal with other people's kids too, and he can understand. But these parents, they just see their kid, and that's it.
What do y'all think about LeVar Ball though? Is he putting too much pressure on his kids?
Alexa?
I'm gonna say yes and no, because I know how it feels to have a parent to want it more than you do. I'm not even gonna say that he wants it more than his kids, but in my mind, I still say let kids be kids, let them be children, and I don't know.
True shit.
I'm gonna say yes and no. More so no, but yes in a sense to letting children be children, because it's starting to seem like it's a straight up job.
Yeah, that's what it does seem like. Go ahead, G.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's like there's no handbook to parenting, and I mean, at the end of the day, your kid's gonna do how they do, whether you strict on them or you just hands off more so. Regardless, your kid's gonna be. All you can do is hope that your parenting up to that point has done some good. But ultimately, they're going to make their own decisions. Once they start smelling themselves, once they start getting that little, getting the energy from the opposite gender, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, that's why I say, like, that's why I only impression my own, because I got younger siblings. One who's a sophomore in high school, and one's is I think in their first or second year in middle school. So I don't want to be that older brother that just y'all can be so great, because I know they can be great. Like the sister that's in high school, she's my height and I'm 5'11". She's my height. She can do tremendous things, and she big body. So I know she's strong as fuck, because in our genetics we strong. You know what I'm saying? So I know she can do some crazy thing, but at the end of the day, hey, I want her to enjoy her childhood. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to be a fucking Vince Lombardi and try to, hey, y'all do this, hey, y'all do that. Like, nah, y'all do y'all thing, enjoy your childhood. At the end of the day, once you graduate high school, now it's like, okay, you got this scholarship, because they both smart as fuck. So you get an academic scholarship or athletic, whatever you want. Once you're done with high school, now what? Now what you want to do? This is where I come in, because now I can better relate. Now you're out of high school. Now you don't know what the fuck you really want to do. You think you want to know. You think you know, but you don't really know.
Yo, shut the
fuck up. Your parents think they know, but they don't really know either. So come to Big Bro. That's where you come to me. So that's why I'm just chilling out right now.
Okay, Big Bro.
Okay, Big Bro. Big Bro.
Right.
Nah, I fucks with that though. It's a good way of handling that. I know I played sports in high school. Have you played any sports, Alexis?
Yeah, I played basketball.
Okay, how was that?
You said what?
How was that?
It was great. I played all the way through college, and then after that, I just let it go.
Word. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got further than me. I went as far as the practice squad to the college team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how.
At least you made that too, though, because it was people that really wanted to be on practice squad.
Word. Very true. Very true. What school did you go to?
What, college?
Mm-hmm.
I was at College of Charleston, but I ended up graduating from Livingstone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's where I got an academic scholarship too, but it was still too much.
Where?
Livingstone.
Livingstone would have changed your life.
How? In what way?
Because it's just a bigger high school. And I promise y'all, I ain't start smoking until I got there. It was these little packets all everywhere on the ground. It was called games. I was like,
man.
what is this? Whatever it is, it's popular.
Popular.
Little did I know. Hey, let me get 2 blue games, please. Yeah.
Nah, but that's very true. College is just a big ass high school.
Yeah. And plus, it was so small. So you
should have came to NC Central. Now that you would have loved it.
I probably would have. My sister went there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said that. How'd she like it?
I guess she liked it. She was on the band. I said on the band team. Is that right? She was in the band.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in that world. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big deal, evidently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got games and everything within the band.
Yeah, in black colleges, the band is a big deal.
Yeah, okay.
Ain't even the football team, it's the band.
Right. Now that I will say.
Now, I do remember, oh my God. It was funny as shit. Okay, so me, Kai, and then two female friends, we went to some college game, our college. It was a home game, and we were sitting right beside the band. You know, they doing their thing. You know, we watching the game. The females that we went with, they know shit about football. So one of the girls was like, "Oh yeah, do that thing." She don't know that she's rooting for the other team at this point. So I'm just like, yo, you know, we just like chill, you know, and it was just like, that's the thing. You don't want to go to a football game or any kind of sporting event with people that don't know what the fuck is going on, because it just don't make the experience as good.
I feel what you're saying.
Well, on my behalf, you know, and then within that same game, do you know a little bit about football, right, Alexis?
Kinda.
Okay.
I don't know. I know what a touchdown is and interceptions.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Okay.
So do you know, like, when somebody trying to blindside somebody and try to block them, like, try to really, like, knock them off their feet?
Like a tackle?
Like a block or a tackle, or a block or a tackle, something in that effect. So me and Kyle, apparently we seen like, cause it's a kickoff. So we you know, in the kickoff, you're looking at the kickoff returning. But because me and Kyle, we you know, we in the football world, we in the football mindset. You know, we looking at everything. So we both noticed that in like the far on the away side, the nigga, he said trying to blind the opposing team, like on the block to help his team. He tried to like so basically a blind side is where like a dude running up, he don't see somebody coming up on him, and then he get, you know, blindsided. Mm-hmm. So this situation, the dude who's on the opposing team, pretty big, you know, it's whatever. But even so, if you blindside somebody, you're gonna knock them off their feet. So on our team, the dude tried to blindside him, and the dude tried to blindside the opposing team, ended up getting knocked off his feet.
Yeah, it was very bad.
It was horrible, and we both seen it. It was just horrible. So if you ever like look into football, whatever, you will better appreciate the story. But I just had to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a crazy experience.
I'm sitting here. I'm over here. I'm like, she probably knows what he's talking about, but she probably doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the play, it was very bad. You know, being there at the football game, I do say that I do give people a pass if they're going to a homecoming game, and if they don't know anything about it, I'm cool with that. Everybody's just turning up as a homecoming game or some kind of special game like A&T versus Central. I'm okay with that. I give them a pass on that, so I'm not too big on that. I mean, but next is G, man. You got to bring up that topic, bro.
Oh, I'm next on the topic?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, you took away my Tony Harris topic. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So, let me talk about Antonio Brown. Alexis, are you familiar with Antonio Brown?
Nope.
Okay, so he's a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, he's a superstar. So I watched his video, his interview, with the ESPN, and so basically, in a nutshell, think about a job that you're currently at, and you're like one of the best employees, and feel like they don't really give a fuck about you. Really, they don't really know you like that. They don't try to know about you and your family, your upbringing, what you like. They don't give a fuck about you. Period. They just, what is the results? Is this what it is? Okay, boom. So that's how this guy feels with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's what I got from the interview. Basically, he feels like he feel like he's just a number on a stat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that's what I really got, because when you allow media to have the narrative, of course they're gonna be with the bigger brand, which is in this case the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the narrative before that interview was, oh, Antonio Brown is this hothead. He's this guy that's just so for himself. And judging from the interview, he's still kind of full of himself, but not as much as what they allow you to think. So yeah, so that's where I come with it, and that's really what I want to bring up, is the fact that how do you feel about corporations, like these major corporations? How you feel about them not the system that the current system they currently have with the top level not really intermingling with the lower employees or the customers? How you feel about that system, Alexis?
I don't want to be part of it. It's not really that's not leadership. That's just being bossy. There's no for real connection. There's no what is it? What's the word? C word. There's no customer service. There's no customer service really.
So do you feel like that way of going about business is outdated?
No.
You don't feel like it's outdated?
Where let me see, where the rich really, because you have a business, and then there are people whose business it is, and there's people that's running the business, but you don't talk.
Yeah, I'm saying like that form of business where it's like you have the top level people not really intermingling with the bottom level,
right?
People, so to speak. You feel like that? Do you feel like that's outdated, or do you feel like
no?
You don't feel like that's outdated?
Nope.
Do you feel like that can still prosper, especially in this digital age where a lot of things is going to online and a lot of stores is getting shut down, like Sears and like Toys R Us?
Yeah, I feel like it's still relevant today, but it is dying out because I have to also think about how many people, and not just people, but black people are starting their own businesses.
Very true. Very true.
It's a lot of people starting their own business now because they don't want to work corporate, or they don't want to always be told by a boss that they never see what to do. A boss that don't never come to work, but you got to be there to keep their business going. Like, everybody is now kind of switching over to online and their own businesses. So it's still relevant, but I think it's dying out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. A lot of us, tongue twister. Millennials, we're starting to realize that, we're starting to learn how to build our own capital in different ways. And white people, they already known this for many of years. But us, we're just now catching on, and I feel like it's going to be a turn. It's going to be a turn. Like, going to be a lot of people that's going to make a lot of money in the black community, man.
That's a good thing. That's a great thing. Very great.
Yeah.
But I do think whoever has a company, like if they're the owner or whatever, CEO, they should show their face, here and there, just to let their employees know, I'm a cool person. I'm here.
Right.
This is my business. They don't have to, show their face every day. They just have to be just cool people. Just show up every once in a while. That's what I believe.
Yeah, and update on Robert Kraft since we're on the topic. Update on him. Come to find out, the two times that he went, both of the women that gave him hand jobs didn't do it by force. They was willing, and they got compensated because of it. So he's in the clear on that.
Wait. So there was a case saying that he may have forced these two women to do that?
Well, no, it was the case that because the place he went to, they had like a rink where they had a bunch of, quote unquote slaves, doing sexual acts under, that was against their will. And the thing was, they was thinking that Robert Kraft was a part of that, but come to find out, he went to two, employees or whatever that was a part of the spa or whatever in Jupiter, Florida, that was willing to jack him off for $100 tip.
So they admitted to that.
I don't know if it was admitted, but that's what the investigation came to in that regard.
Okay.
I would imagine they admitted to it, but yeah. So that's the update on that from the first episode.
I guess Robert Kraft is safe.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I hate equating it to race, but I mean, to old rich white man, I mean,
you're safe.
You're safe. I hate to say it. If you're rich and you're white, probably. Yeah. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Don't you get on R. Kelly?
Yo, did y'all see the interview he had recently?
No,
I didn't see it.
You have homework to do. Go on YouTube and go listen to the interview that Gayle King gave this man. I don't want to give y'all too many details. I just want to say, just brace yourselves. You might laugh. Okay. Just brace yourselves. You might laugh.
Might laugh.
This man, it's crazy. He's either delusional or the smartest man in the room. Like he somehow, some way, he had to like trick these girls' mind. I don't know what he did to these women, bro. I don't know what he did to these parents.
I mean, it's like when you that kind of celebrity, and it's like when you're a celebrity, period. Like they don't even have to know your bank account. When you're a celebrity, period. I mean, it's easy to trick certain people into like doing certain shit. Like it's not far fetched to think.
Very true.
You only need a small demographic to really do some stupid shit. Stupid shit. So
some stupid shit.
Yeah, stupid. But did y'all see the fucking Michael Jackson shit? I ain't watch it, but I've been hearing about it.
So it came out. Like I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, my thing is, somebody brought up a good point on one of the podcasts I actually watched. It's like if 10 years of investigation, then shut this down. What makes people think that two people coming out now saying some shit happened is going to really change anything? Yes, they're feeding off the power of perception, which is what's grand now because of social media. But if 10 years of investigating on this shit, or however many years of investigating on this shit, and the legal system wasn't able to bring him down, how can two people just say, okay, he did it, he did this to me, bring him down now because now they made a whatever special on the shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I would have to see that.
Yeah, it's so tough these days. You don't know what to believe. Like, especially if both sides is very strong in their cases, and it's just tough, man. Like, if you was an R. Kelly fan and you seen that interview, you'll believe this man so much. But then if you a objective person and you watch that documentary, you'll believe those victims so much. But I think I'm on the side of the victims because it's too many facts. Too many facts. I don't know how he gonna escape this. And honestly, if they come out with Michael Jackson and he actually did some shit, I might break down and cry for real.
You know what? I probably just won't watch it then, because I would be in disbelief. I'm not gonna. No, this is no.
Word.
Would you stop listening? Like,
nope.
Listening to his music?
Nope. No, sir. I would not.
That music fire, man. Damn.
Who you telling?
That's how you know you're a great musician. If you did some bullshit and your shit so fire that people still listen to that shit, that's when you know your shit fire.
People still listening to your old shit.
Yeah. Your Jackson 5 shit, man.
Right.
Yeah,
bumping it.
Man, I got that shit on Spotify right now.
The ABC. That's some crazy shit. Like, think about your playlist. Like, think about what you got on your whatever, Apple Music, just whatever you listen to on a regular. And you listening to a 7-year-old saying ABC, here's 1, 2, 3. That was fucking like what? Like 60 years ago?
Yeah.
And that shit's still thumping? That's some transcendent shit right
there. Oh yeah. He had a lot of hits. Man. Like Michael Jackson. Go ahead.
But no, I'm saying like how old was he when he made that? Like he had to be like 7 years old.
Probably.
7 years old when he made that. And that's in your playlist in 2019. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's amazing. Michael Jackson, man, like, you know what's crazy? As you was speaking, I literally came up with a question to ask, and I completely forgot it.
Dang.
Shit crazy. It was about Michael Jackson. It's going to come to me later, though. It's going to come. Oh, that's what it was. All right, so that's what it was. So Michael Jackson, right? Okay, you see his kids, right?
Yeah.
Why do y'all think, like, how can I word this question? Why does he call those kids his kids? And if they're not his kids, right? Why not have your own breed of kids?
I always wondered that.
So you don't think the kids under the cloth is his kids?
Hell no.
No.
You think they too bright? You think they too white?
I mean, Michael Jackson was originally straight up for real brown skin.
Straight up.
I mean, my theory is, and I don't know. Maybe it might be to some few people. But I think the nigga was gay.
Okay.
Okay, see, yeah, never mind, that wasn't bullshit, because that's also what I was thinking.
It's a possible
And
theory.
there's nothing wrong with that. Prince was gay, but could still go both ways.
Nah, Prince wasn't gay, man. Prince wasn't gay.
He was bisexual. He was bisexual.
Nah, Prince wasn't even bisexual, man.
Bruh, nah. You can't sit here and tell me, nah.
That man was
nigga
just
was
straight
gay.
up metrosexual. That's all it was. That's all it was.
So you'll be on his kind of swag then. If you
Yo,
you'll be on Prince swag.
that don't mean I would be on his swag. I'm just saying.
Nah, bruh.
I'm just saying the man was straight.
Cause he could get females don't mean nothing. You can be bisexual and get females.
Is there any proof that he was with a man?
Well, listening to Eddie Murphy brother on the what was that? Yeah, you remember Chappelle show? The Chappelle show?
Yeah.
When fucking what's the nigga name? Eddie Murphy brother. Damn, he died too.
Charlie
Murphy. He was telling a story about him playing basketball with Prince and him getting in a fight with Rick James and shit. He was saying like how like Prince crew was like just niggas that had the same suave as Prince. Like they was just all pretty niggas that was just like you know what I'm saying? But they could ball though. You know what I'm saying? But they was, you know what I'm saying? They just, I don't know. Me personally, I think he was just bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can be bisexual man and get off. I just felt like Prince was bisexual, Michael was just straight up gay, and these parents that allowed their kids to stay in Michael Jackson's house were just straight up stupid.
Nah, but look, going back to Michael Jackson, I have a different theory, right? So I don't think he was necessarily gay. I just think he was what's the word?
Confused.
Like not confused, just didn't know like sexual. He didn't know the how can I put this? Ever since a young kid, he was already glorified by older women. They was trying to take advantage of him or whatever. They loved him, and he didn't know how to receive that as a kid. And as he grew up, he always been famous, so he didn't know. Like when you a regular person, you go and you with your boys or you with your homegirls, you interact with people your age, and you're allowed to just talk to people and get along with people and have your sexual journey. I don't think he had a sexual journey, so he was just kind of like weird in that sense.
Right.
And
so
also,
you're saying he's asexual?
I'm not going to put a label on it. I don't know what it was, but I just think he just didn't have that journey that a lot of people take. And also, I think he hated himself, maybe, and which is why he didn't want to have any seeds from himself. That's my theory.
So you saying he overdosed on his own? It wasn't because of a doctor overdosing him?
No. That has nothing to do with that situation. I just think he hated himself.
I mean, that's what I base it off. When you said hated himself, then I automatically went to suicide. So you don't think he committed suicide? You just think he hated himself?
Yeah, I think everybody has a level of like doubting themselves or not liking something about themselves, and I feel like he deeply just didn't like himself. I mean, yeah, he had the condition. Was it alopecia, I believe? And I don't think you should have just have your whole skin color of that color.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, vitiligo. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, vitiligo. Like I think he surgically changed his whole skin color, and he got the plastic surgery, and maybe I don't know.
I think vitiligo was bullshit, personally.
Okay.
Because think about it. I mean, the rest of his family didn't have vitiligo, but him. So
I think it's because of the feedback that he was getting from people. Y'all never heard about when they kept saying why his nose so big?
Right.
Yeah, that's feeding into what I'm saying. Like he was the most popular out of his family, and you know, of course he had the quote unquote nigga nose and the nigga skin. So what did he do? He changed his nose, he changed his skin. I mean, and then he hit niggas with the, I got the vertigo. You the only one in your family with vertigo, nigga? I don't know how vertigo work, but it just sounds funny to me.
I don't put it past him. It may be true.
I'm just saying.
I think that's some bullshit.
Yeah, like the nigga on Boondocks talking about some re-vertigo. Fuck out of here.
I just think he just had a hard time being in the spotlight for so long.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally in the spotlight since a baby, pretty much.
Yeah.
People saying all kinds of stuff about you. You making more money than the white people.
Very true.
Of course they're going to try and make you hate yourself, hate your skin tone, hate your black features about yourself. He changed everything black about him.
Right.
Now, if he's innocent, this is where I hold the people around him accountable. Because if you know that you is, you know, like you said, making more money than the traditional white folk, and, you know, you doing all this extra funny shit, why would you allow, you know, your friend or your family member, or you allow this grown-ass man to, I mean, if you want to have a theme park in your fucking backyard, go right ahead. But don't let the fucking kids stay with you. Why would you allow your loved one, a grown-ass man, let kids stay with him? Knowing his power, knowing people are gonna come after him on some bullshit if he's innocent.
True, yeah.
Yeah, them parents, they need some parenting guidelines or something, man.
But see, that's my thing. Like, that's the thing. I'm not even talking about the parents. I'm talking about just Michael Jackson's loved ones, his brothers, his mom, his dad. Well, fuck Joe Jackson. Like, just somebody around him to be like, nigga, don't have these white kids staying with you. You know you're making more money than their parents. They're gonna come after you. Who was that voice of reason in that nigga ear if he's innocent? Who was that voice of reason?
Maybe they did try to phone him and be like, yo, Mike, don't do this, bro. But Mike was probably just like, I'm a grown man, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
You're like, yeah,
they can say what they want to say about me.
I want to do this. I'm a boy, damn it. I don't know.
That's a very bad impression of Michael Jackson. Oh man.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Nah, let me get on this. Let me get on this LeBron situation. The world knows who LeBron is, right?
Yeah, LeBron James.
LeBron James, the GOAT. That's who that man is.
Okay.
So apparently, this man is in the top 10 of all time for points and assists, and he only needs 13 more points to surpass Michael Jordan. Now, the question I want to raise here, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Okay. That's one vote.
I mean, I say LeBron James for another reason, but I would like to hear what Alexis, what's your reason behind Jordan over LeBron James?
He's an original.
I like that answer.
The game was different back then. The game was nothing like how it is nowadays. Like, I prefer to watch college basketball than professional basketball. There's no fire, there's no want, there's no struggle. I'm not saying you have to struggle or anything, but it's no tenacity to me in pro basketball.
So are you saying LeBron didn't earn it? Like, earn his keep?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's just me being straight up. I'll go with the original any day.
Big fact.
I mean, I would have to disagree because I personally think, yes, I agree. Like, there's no one, like, as far, especially like during the regular season, there's no point, and nobody really gives a fuck about it. I don't know, but I feel like there's way more talent now than there's ever been. Like, you have 5-year-olds 4-year-olds doing grown man shit, like the dribbles and shit. Like, I know a few years back there was a 6-7-year-old like doing fucking crazy dribbles that even grown men couldn't even do, like doing dribble drills. I don't know where that nigga at now, but just doing some crazy shit. And that's the bar set now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't say that LeBron don't earn it now, because he's a part of that AAU era where you have the best of the best competing constantly. To where back in the day it was like if you prior to college you was going up against scrubs, you know, you was the best on your team. Then every so often you would go against somebody the best of their team, but often the time you was better than the person that's the best on their team. So I just can't like I say, like the era Jordan was in, hey, commend you, he's the best of his era, point blank, period. No arguments. But LeBron, I would say, as like pound for pound, he's the best in his era, regardless of the amount of rings he was able to win, all that. Now, if we just talking purely rings and accomplishments, then yeah, LeBron takes the back seat to a couple niggas. But if we talking about pound for pound, best basketball player, period, I had to go LeBron.
I like that. I like that spiel.
Okay.
I think both eras are difficult in their own right. Michael Jordan's era, you know, is very physical. They didn't call too many fouls. You had to be physical, not too many 3-point shooting. A lot of big guys in there. The centers were a lot of the stars were centers. LeBron's era, 3-point shooting is crazy. You got tall center-like players playing like point guards. Yeah, both eras is just difficult in their own right. And I feel like if LeBron gets at least one more ring, he's going to surpass Michael Jordan, in my opinion.
And accomplishments?
Obviously not accomplishments, because Michael Jordan, he got the 6 rings. He got Defensive Player of the Years. He got more MVPs. But LeBron...
So surpass him as far as what then?
As far as being the most complete, all-around, better player, in my opinion.
I mean, like I said, that's the thing. That's why I hate comparing like the two generations, because it's just different. Like Jordan had to prove himself. Like it's on record of how he had to grind to, you know, just to constantly have to prove himself to people. Whether it was in high school, he you know, got cut from teams and all that shit, and then in college, even into the draft, he wasn't even the best. He wasn't even number 1 overall. He was a 3rd pick.
Right.
So like he always had to prove himself. To where LeBron, like I've said in prior episodes, from day one, from high school, you know, as a freshman in high school, he was already on covers of magazines. He was already like niggas was already lining up to give him scholarships, even though he already knew he was going straight to the NBA. So it's a whole nother era, and that's why that was my whole beef with even including Zion into the mix, because Zion I hate comparing him to LeBron, but then people want to even compare him to Jordan. It's like all three is just in 3 different eras. LeBron was in the early era of the AAU era. Zion is in the, you know, developed AAU era. Jordan was way prior to the AAU era. So it's like you can't even compare the 3 at all. They all got 3 totally different playing styles, period. So that's my take on it.
I see where you're coming from.
I can respect it.
But Jordan, Jordan is definitely going to be at the top of the list regardless of anybody's list. He's going to be in the top regardless. But Kobe, where does he fit in?
Another original.
Very true. That's another original. Where does he fit in? Top 5, top 3?
He be in my top 3.
Do
Okay.
you feel like you feel like Alexis? So you feel like he could have did it without Shaq?
Duh.
Why? Duh?
Oh, you know, I take that back.
He did do it without Shaq.
But I'm saying,
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but yes, yeah, he could have. Yeah,
he did it. He did it without Shaq. He did it without Shaq, but he had different talent around him. I'm saying, and that I'm talking about the back era.
Yeah, but still, Shaq wasn't needed then either. For real.
I gotta disagree with that.
I don't think he. I think if Shaq wasn't there, he would have pulled it.
No, with who? Rick Fox. Rick Fox would have got it for him.
Hey, don't do Rick like that.
No, Rick Fox. I fuck with Rick Fox, but he ain't no Shaq.
He's not a Shaq. But I still feel like Kobe would have pulled that shit somehow.
Nah, 3 back-to-backs without Shaq is ridiculous.
I don't think Shaq did.
That's nuts.
I'm just not a Shaq fan. Let me just do that. I'm not a Shaq fan.
Okay, I was a Shaq fan. I ain't getting no Shaq shoes or nothing, but I was a Shaq fan. Yeah, those shits was like ugly.
They was. I did have me a pair. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
had me a pair in middle school.
The Shaqs, man.
So okay, let me get this straight. So I'm a Shaq fan, and I ain't getting no Shaqs. And you're not a Shaqs fan, and you got some Shaqs.
Man, my grandma got me them Shaqs.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Grandma.
That's nuts. Old people wilding.
She got it. She got it for you for Christmas.
How you know?
Hey man, I'm just trying to save you.
Nah, she really ain't even get them for Christmas. She got them I think I was in 6th grade, and she got them for me for a pair of shoes for going back to school. Y'all know that was not.
Oh yeah. The first day of school shoes. Yeah, I remember them.
Oh my god!
I did my best not to wear them bitches at all.
I know you got clown.
You know I did.
Oh my god!
Man, I remember wearing some white and red Reeboks.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, man, those were the shits back then.
Nah, they were never the shits. What I'm saying with Shaq is,
I said, oh damn, yeah, go ahead though.
But what I'm saying with Shaq is, he was like my favorite basketball player at the time, and man, he was all the way up through his career. That's why I became a Heat fan when he won it with D Wade, all that. But what I have to say is, not even coming from a Shaquille O'Neal bias. Those 3, he was a vocal point in those 3 championships. I'm not going to say that Kobe couldn't have won at least one of those without him, but it would have been extremely difficult for Kobe to do so, even with just one. Now, when you fast forward to 2007, 2008, when he got Paul Gasol, Metta World Peace, he got a lot of support around him, and and he wins it, a couple times. Yeah, now it's easy to say, oh yeah, you can win it without Shaq, but then people forget Shaq also won it with the Heat, who just had D Wade and Udonis Haslem, and then you just had a bunch of niggas supporting. So, I mean, it's a toss-up, either or. Did the egg come before the chick? Did the chicken become before the egg? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Who knows?
The chicken came first, man.
How you know that, nigga?
Because God. He made the chicken, then, he made his,
boom.
I call
just blew
bullshit.
your whole mind.
Yeah, man.
I call bullshit on that.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay.
Better not be raining over there.
It's not. It's perfect. It's perfectly clear over here, bro.
Nah, but you said you played college basketball, right, Alexis?
Yeah.
And you also love college basketball.
Yeah.
So now this leads me to my next question. Who is your favorite college team?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I just like to watch the game. I just like to watch college basketball.
The fundamentals.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying. And you played what? Point guard, shooting guard?
Shooting guard.
Word, that's your position. You always play that?
I play all positions all the way up until Probably my first year of college.
Word.
So are you familiar with Steph Curry?
Yeah.
So would you say he's in your top 5 point guards? Will you consider him a point guard, first off?
I like him better as a... Well, no, okay. Yeah, but he ain't in my top 5. I don't have a favorite or any of them.
Yeah, because this was a debate between me and Kyle. I don't consider Steph Curry a point guard. This nigga does.
Yeah, Steph Curry is definitely a point guard in my book.
He is a point guard, but I think he does well as a shooting guard.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
He can play shooting guard.
He needs the ball in his hand to be able to shoot. If you're a point guard, you're supposed to call the shots and deliver the ball. Your job isn't to shoot. You're supposed to be the deliverer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like the main job of a point guard is that you're the floor general, right?
Right.
He still serves as a floor general. Like, he walks the ball down, he makes passes, and he makes his shots.
Okay, but you can say that about LeBron James, Lamar Odom, who's still on crack, and you can say that about a lot of niggas.
Man, you had to add that in there. Come on, man.
I just had to slide that in there.
You should have said what you should have said was black don't crack.
He definitely cracked. He cracked to the fullest. Okay.
Man, I feel that.
He had a white stuff from his nose to his mouth. Goddamn. But what I'm saying is, point guard is interchangeable, regardless if he's 5'10" or 6'10". You know, if you can be a floor general and play multiple positions. I just feel like Steph is a better shooting guard.
I feel what you're saying. You know, they list Allen Iverson down as a shooting guard.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree.
I definitely disagree with that.
Yeah. I feel like he's more of a floor general than Steph Curry is.
I don't know why anyone would say that man is a shooting guard. I don't know.
Definitely wasn't.
He did put up the most points on his squad, but still.
But he wasn't a shooting guard.
Yeah.
He wasn't, but I don't know.
No, they was confused.
Very confused. Very confused.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Oh, cool. Because I was about to say, all right, y'all, I'm going to have to call it now.
Oh, yeah, you got to get up early and shit.
Got to get that slizzy.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Day of rest.
Yeah, you good then.
It's love.
Oh, you good then.
Yeah, I'm good.
So you trying to close this out, G?
I wanted to, since it's Women's History Month. I don't know if y'all knew this. Did y'all?
I knew it was Women's History Month. Probably because I'm a woman. Okay.
I knew it.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Weird flex, but okay. So I would like to close out with FloJo. I mentioned her earlier in the earlier topics. Florence Griffin Joyner. We was talking about the record, track and field records. So yeah, she do host the women's record, and
so we're naming like a Women's History Month. We're naming a famous woman or somebody that did groundbreaking things in sports, or what we doing here, G?
Well, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but I'm wanting to give a special shout out to FloJo, because she did transcend women's track and field by breaking the 100 meter and 200 meters record with a 10.49 in 100 and a 21.34 in the 200. Yes, so I would like to give her a special shout out. She unfortunately met her demise at a very young age in 1998. She had apparently an epileptic seizure in her sleep, I think. It said it was in her sleep. And yes, so she has think they said in her system she had 2 small amounts of over-the-counter drugs, Tylenol and Benadryl. Don't know if that played really any huge effect or anything, but yeah, she had a seizure in her sleep and died in 1998, unfortunately. But she was inducted into the Track and Field Hall of Fame in 1995. And in 2000, her old elementary school, it was originally called 102nd Street School, which is super trash, I think. And they renamed it Florence Griffin Joyner Elementary School, which I think is a much better name than 102nd Street. So yes, so let's give this woman a round of applause. And yes, she deserved her roses. You know, hopefully she got her roses before her death, but I would like to give her roses now too. So yes,
very much so. A legend in the game.
Cool things.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Venus and Serena Williams, man, because to me, since I was a kid, I always seen them playing tennis and they was beating everybody. So and they made tennis popping. So, you know, I just want to give them that shout out. And Alexis, do you have any shout outs?
I wasn't prepared for a shout out, but I guess I could give a shout out to Miss Obama.
Me like you.
Miss Michelle Obama, very influential woman, and I think she held the White House down. Her and the 2 girls. But I want to give a shout out to Michelle Obama.
Very, very good. That's very good. Michelle Obama. She did a lot of things, man.
Right.
A lot of things that people don't even know about.
They're saying her older daughter going nuts right now, drinking and partying.
Okay, well, you try living in the White House and being an idol, like tip-top in shape every day, nothing, you know.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
Girl,
it's a hard life.
Out. Speak that shit, queen.
Right.
Speak that shit. Boom.
Nah, man, but yeah, that wraps up the whole episode. It was a good episode. I want to thank Alexis for joining us this week.
I appreciate it. It was cool.
I'm your host, Kai Smooth. That's Petty G. And this is the Burg Bros Podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on the gram and, you know, the Facebook page. G, what you got?
Like I said, hey, subscribe to our YouTube. You know, you can check us out on SoundCloud as well. And that's all I got for you.
You name it. You name it. You name it.